fourth grade, one last strategy for multiplying a whole number times a fraction. Before you write this down, yesterday and the day before, we've done two strategies already. We did models and we did number lines. And if you have room on your number lines page and you just want to add this strategy down below or something like that, it's going to be the same examples. So if you want to, if you just want to write them down underneath here, you can do that if you don't want to make a whole new page. But if you don't have room or you do want to make a new page, here's your title. So if you do need to make a new title, we're going to do third strategy today, repeated addition, probably the easiest one. And so go ahead and pause now and write that title and then close it up. All right. So just as a reminder, so we've done two strategies so far for this. So a question like this. A package of ground beef in the grocery store has 2/3 of a pound of meat in it. How many pounds of meat will it have if you buy 4 packages? So that is a situation that we can represent with 4 times 2/3. 4 packages of 2/3 pounds. 4 times 2/3. And here was the model. I drew all the 4 packages of beef as though they were a pound, but they're only 2/3 of a pound. So I colored 2/3 of each one orange. And then I recombined my parts, and made a hole here, moved both of them out of here, made a hole here, and 2/3 more. Yesterday, our strategy was a number line, like this. So our second one, when he was in 4th grade, Dr. D used to run 3/5 of a mile 4 times a week. How many miles did he run each week? And so what I did, I started from 0, and I made 4 groups, 4 times 3/5 of a mile. So I was doing 4 times 3/5 of a mile, 4 groups of 3/5 of a mile. And so if you looked carefully at how I did that, this is my first set here. There's 3/5, 1, 2, 3. And then another group of 1, 2, 3. And then another group of 1, 2, 3. And then another group of 1, 2, 3. And so I made 3 jumps kind of on my number line from 0 up to the end, and I got to 2/5. So the third strategy you can use, just like, let me make a quick aside here. Probably the very first way you learned to do like 3 times 6, or one of the first ways, was repeat addition. You just saw, well, 3 times 6 is 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Or, 4 times 8, oops, that's not a times. 4 times 10, it's 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 4 groups of 10, repeated addition. And that's a strategy you can still use with the fractions. So if I come back here, one last way I can do, 4 times 3/5 is with repeated addition. That is 3/5 plus 3/5 plus 3/5 plus 3/5. And there's not a whole lot more to it than that. And those I know how to add from earlier in the year. 3, 6, 9, 12. That is 12/5. And that's not what I got up here. Up here I got 2 and 2/5. So just to make sure those are the same, that is 5/5 makes a hole, another 5/5 make another hole, and there'd be 2 more 5ths. So that's equal to 2 and 2/5. If you only did this one way, I only did this part to match these up, to make sure I got the same answer with both strategies. This is a totally fine answer. 12/5 would be a fine answer to that question too. In a realistic situation, I don't know if you would say you ran 12/5 of a mile. You might say 2 and 2/5 of a mile. But either one really kind of works, and it's the same thing. Okay? Open up your notebook, either to the page you're going to do these on, or to the new page you made. And so here was our second example yesterday. For a snack each day, Dr. D eats 1/4 of a container of yogurt mixed with granola. How many containers does he eat in a week? So here's how we did that with the number line. We started from 0, and we're making 7 groups of a fourth, 7 times a fourth. And so I made one, this was a fourth, and I made 7 of those, and I ended up there. That was yesterday. So today we're going to do the repeated addition strategy. And the repeated addition strategy works like this. I'm going to say 7 times 1/4 is 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4, that's 3, plus 1/4 plus 1/4, that's 5, 6, 7. So I'm just going to add my 1/4 7 times, and I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fourths. And to make sure that's the same as this, 7 fourths is 4 fourths and another 3 fourths, which is 1 whole and 3 fourths. So that's how I do it with the repeated addition strategy. If you want to look back up here, you'll probably notice this really is the exact same thing as repeated addition, right? 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. So you're really doing the same thing. You're just showing it another way, showing it with math rather than a visual. Some people like visual stuff. Some people like mathy stuff. They're both great strategies. They both do the same thing. And they both get you to the same place. That's what's important. So when you feel like you have a good handle on this, you're all set. If you need to go back and watch the I do or the we do again to think it through one more time, please do. And I'll see you tomorrow.